And she's promised us that she's with us 1,000%. I give you Jeanine Pirro.
Thank you. I have to tell you, I haven't been in Albany in years, but I'm glad to be here today with you. Okay. All right. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I have been a prosecutor. I have been a judge. I have been a DA. I have been in the trenches fighting the bad guys for 30 years. And as far as I'm concerned, it's the bad guys that we have to go after and not my Second Amendment rights. Now, it all started for me when the Journal News decided to out legal gun owners like me in a pedophile-like map. Judges, DAs, prosecutors, corrections officers, retired police officers, battered women in hiding who've gotten orders of protection, jailers, and now the inmates know where their families live. They put us in jeopardy. And when we asked, why did you do that? They said that they thought in the aftermath of the Newtown shooting that it was important to identify people who had guns.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to say it again. In the aftermath of the Newtown shooting, we think it's important to identify legal gun owners. What? You want to connect me to some nut job on a lunatic fringe who makes a decision because he's doing nothing but watching blood-soaked Hollywood videos and their games in desperate need of medication? To me, a law-abiding citizen, shame on you! And so, we asked to interview them. Guess what?
They declined.
The people who buy ink by the barrel, who call you incessantly, who stop your kids at the bus stop, who do everything they can through innuendo, had nothing to say. They couldn't talk. And in the ultimate irony, in the ultimate hypocrisy, the Journal News hired people with guns to protect them while they hid in their homes, slammed the door in our faces, and pulled down the shades. My response to them, put on your big boy pants and come out and tell us why you put us in danger. Now, the problem in our society is the chipping away at our Second Amendment rights. And no one noticed except the gun owners. And then they started chipping away at reporters' First Amendment rights. The AP, James Rosen with Fox News. And then the media took note. And now what we hear is the Fourth Amendment, with everybody now having all of their phone calls part of a data collection, registration, central registry, and that's what's going to happen with guns as well. Make no mistake, unless you stand up and say no. Now, I think that one of the most curious issues about New York's new law is the decision to limit my magazine to carrying 7 bullets. Where'd you get that number from? You know, is it a lucky number? Where did it come from? Now, we all know about the woman in Georgia, right? With the .38, she shot the guy, I don't know, 5 times. He still ran out. And by the way, they forgot to exempt law enforcement. It was such a rush in the night, without the notice, without the discussion, without the committee hearings. Shame on them. Now, I want you to think about something. Think about what happened in Boston after the Boston bombing. The city is on lockdown. People are told not to come out of their homes. Law enforcement, FBI, Massachusetts State Police, ATF, everybody is focused on this particular issue in bombing. Now, what's amazing to me is that it took a civilian to see blood and make a call, and they catch Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. Now, think about what it would be like if you're alone in your home and he came in. You're going to tell me that I can only have 7 bullets in my magazine? Who are you to tell me how many bullets I can have in my magazine? And who are you to tell me when the threat is over or when enough is enough? You're not there to protect me. You're somewhere else. No more. We're not going to have it. And this has to be overturned, and I believe that that is unconstitutional, it is arbitrary, and it is capricious. Now, everyone in this audience is against gun crime. Everyone in this audience is against the slaughter of innocent victims. But let me tell you how you do this. You don't take guns away from law-abiding citizens. You lock up the criminals. You send them to jail. You start investigating gun trafficking and you follow it. You get yourself a confidential informant. You start squeezing them. You get your probable cause. You do your surveillance, your search warrants, your wiretaps. You don't take my gun from me. At the end of the day, what we want is the ability to protect ourselves. That's all.
And each other.
If you think that the criminal is going to start making sure that he follows all this hogwash about the new law requirements, he's going to register his gun every 5 years, and he's going to make sure he only transfers it with a background check, you're out of your mind. It's that simple. So, right now, what we need to do is stand up, make sure that you're heard. This is an important issue. This is an issue that America agrees with you on. We may be the Northeast. We may be living in a part of the country where it's not popular, but I can tell you, Americans value their Second Amendment right, and no one is going to take it away from me. It is a God-given right. It is my right.